If you have been into communications for a while, you know how annoying it can be to be carrying around a radio in your hand all day or have it clipped on your belt and have to use a hand mic. What I was looking for was something that would make it easy for me to use my radio while riding my e-bike, or even in worst case scenarios, some kind of defensive situation where I'm trying to defend my home or whatever. And I think I came across something that's really good. Today we're taking a look at these Retevis 2-pin tactical headsets for helmets. Let's check them out. All right, folks, welcome back. So I wanted to show you these because I got to say, initially I read some of the reviews and I was kind of scared. And this is something I just bought for myself. This was not sent to me by Retevis. And I was kind of worried because there were a lot of complaints about the mic boom here breaking off. Then I realized what was going on. A lot of folks were over-tightening this screw and stripping it out. So the first time they moved this, that snapped right off because it was already stripped out. If you just use a hand-tight pressure on that, even though it has a slot for a screwdriver, you'll be fine. And the thing works flawlessly. I also was a little concerned about the noise and the volume while using this as a headset. And I kind of tested it out myself and found out that it works pretty darn well. Now, I believe these are what they call the Bowman Elite 2 headsets. They are designed for active combat and high noise applications. I think basically I'm going to be dealing with high noise applications in my world. The reason I got these was mainly for my e-bike. I want to stick a radio on the e-bike. Nothing major. I'm not going to mount an external antenna or anything huge like that. Basically, it's probably going to be this little Baofeng radio with a better antenna, a little bit of a more gain antenna, and that's what I'm going to be using it for. So that's kind of where I wanted to go with this, and to be able to have the hands-free communications and just be able to click a button whenever I need to talk is really handy. And I added a second handlebar extension on my thing so I can mount the radio on there. So now I needed a pair of headsets. So what I like about this is it's comfortable. Now it will come to you unassembled. You've got to put this together, and basically you're going to put these two straps back here on the back, and this one strap that will go across your forehead in the front. And you can adjust the boom mic for however you want to do it. The mic is more than loud enough. I was a little concerned about that too, and it was more than loud enough. This will come unplugged, and you will screw it in there like so. And that will just screw back in there. And there you go. Now, this does have adapters, but it will fit any Kenwood 2-pin radio. So we're going to be demoing it with these MERS radios today from Retevis. But I'm going to be using it with this guy right here, which is the same connection. Now, most of these radios are pretty common. They have the little Kenwood 2-pin connectors. And as you can tell here, that fits perfectly right in there. So definitely a handy little thing. It will fit under my bike helmet. I'm going to give you a look at my bike helmet here. Okay, this is what the bike helmet looks like. So you can see that will fit under there very, very nicely. And we are going to take a look at that in a sec. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little information on the things themselves. These are suitable for both ears, so you can reverse them. You can put that on the opposite way, that boom mic. The connections for it are on both sides. So when you put it in, you'll notice two little pins on the mic and two little pins holes. Either way, you can do it and mount it this way or that way and change your head strap around. Very, very comfortable head strap. I was a little concerned about it being sweaty. Not at all. Actually, it's pretty darn cool. I kind of looked silly because I was walking around my house with my bike helmet on and that. It's like walking around going, okay, I'm not sweating, even though it was pretty darn humid. So these are pretty cool. They are pretty handy. You have a low impedance headset with this works with flight helmets, PRC radios, anything like that. Those PRC clones, not the actual PRC radios. And the adapter is moisture sealed. It's built into a sturdy shell on the outside here, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet, in rain or anything like that. No problem. This is also very well sealed up and will clip onto your gear. It also has Velcro on it too, so if you want to get rid of this and just put it on a Velcro patch on, say, a plate carrier or something, that would work well too. And it will also fit, and I tried it, under my Kevlar helmet here. I did this video, wow, I want to say, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, where I actually painted this thing. And it's held up pretty well over the years. But all in all, I just wanted to give you an idea of what they sound like and what they look like. So what we're going to do is I'm going to plug these into one of these little MERS radios, and I'm going to take the other one and leave it here for you to listen to. Now, I'm not going to go far, a couple maybe 20 feet down my driveway. And I just want you to hear what the sound is like using the microphone so you can understand that these are actually pretty darn good and pretty handy. I've done ham radio events where I have had to have my hands free. I've been directing traffic or whatever, parades, stuff like that. It's very noisy environment. The cool part about these is you do have one ear open so you can hear what's going on, but this thing is super, super loud. So let's plug it into a radio and I'll give you an idea of just how loud that is. It could almost be an external speaker. All right, so I got it plugged into this little guy here on channel 1 on the MERS band, and I got this little guy here, and I just want you to hear this thing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you can kind of hear it's coming through the speaker. It's actually very loud. It's almost too loud for when it's on your head, so you will have to be careful with the volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside, and I'm going to leave this little lonely radio here inside, so you can listen and see just what this headset sounds like with me out of the room and you just listening in. So we're going to leave it here. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to try this thing out. All right, so we got the radio set up right there. I'm going to walk outside with my gear here, and we're going to see what it sounds like. I'm going to cut the video, of course, when I walk outside and let you listen in to what it sounds like as I'm standing outside talking on the microphone. So see you in a few minutes.
All right, so I'm standing outside. I just want you to hear what it's like. It is a little windy. I see how it protects from wind noise. But all in all, it should work out pretty well. I'm going to run back inside and listen to this and give you my opinion on what it sounds like with just this headphone and the microphone working together. See you in a few minutes.
All right, it may seem a little close here, and hi everybody. I know I'm not on camera often, but this is what it looks like. I'll give you a good look around. There you go. So it fits comfortably. The band is kind of sticking out here, and it is kind of sweaty, so it's kind of feeling sweaty right now, but all in all, seems to fit pretty good. So let's get back on the table. I'll give you the price, and I'll let you know where you can pick them up. So all in all, I do like them. They seem to do the job. They do what they're supposed to do. They fit comfortably under my helmet. And yes, my bike helmet's a little bit small on me, but I have to kind of work on that a little bit and cut out the sides. There's a ton of foam inside of it, so I have to kind of cut that down a little bit. But it does fit under there perfectly, and it fit under the other helmet as well, really, really well. And all in all, I think they're a pretty good deal. These run about $34.99. Now, I do like these better than the little earpieces, because A, the earpieces fall out a whole lot. I've seen that, especially when riding a bike. Many years ago, I had a little blue Honda scooter, a little 50cc scooter, and it was pretty much my first vehicle, moving all the way from New York City to California, and I'd never driven before, so I had to have a driving record before I could get insurance, so I had to get a scooter. And I set it up with a ham radio on it, and I'll be darned if those stupid little earpieces kept falling out and falling out. So eventually what I did was back before we had so much access to ham radio stuff, this had to be 99 or so, or 98. I got a headset and I cut one earphone off, and left the strap on, and I set up a boom mic, and it was a hack together thing, but it worked. And I found that was a whole lot better. So those little in the ear earpieces or around your ear, those Secret Service kind of things with the little clear little tube in the back of your ear, they don't seem to work well on bikes and anything where you're going to be jolting around and bouncing around. So these definitely work awesome. Definitely fit well, feel good, and they sound really good too. Because I did listen back to that sound. I wanted to see what it sounded like, and it seemed to sound perfectly fine and clear and intelligible. So I like them. Not too expensive. They're only 8.8 ounces. The product dimensions are 7.8 inches by 1.5 inches by 5.3 inches tall. They are universal fit, and you can move these in or out with the Velcro. So if my head was bigger, I'd have to move it out further, or if your head's smaller, it'll fit in there. The biggest complaint I saw from the reviews on Amazon, and believe me, I read the reviews because I actually paid for these, was this piece was breaking off. And if you do it just hand tight and you make sure it's on there, I don't see how that could happen unless you get into some kind of bike accident or something. They are very, very loud in your ear, so you want to be mindful of that. You want to turn down the volume a little bit if it's a little too loud for you. But I love these things. I think they're going to be a great addition to my my e-biking adventures, and we are going to be doing some more with the e-bike soon. And I'm looking for actually a case now that I could fit this into for my handlebars and a little bit of a better antenna. So anyway, probably get the Nagoya 777 or whatever it is, 771. We'll try that out and see how that one works for the radio on the bike. But all in all, definitely a good addition. I like them. and the link for them will be down below. I also have them in my Amazon store, so do check out my Amazon store. If there's nothing in there you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. Helps us out, doesn't cost you anything. We do appreciate when you do that. Our freeze-dried wholesaler link, my link will save you 15% on anything on his site. Use the link, click on the link, go shop there, and you will save 15% when you go to checkout using the Iridium 242 link. Below that is our My Patriot Supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com. Lots of good deals going on there this month, so definitely check them out. Lots of food deals, kits, bundles, 2-week, 4-week kits, 3-month kits, all sorts of stuff there. And our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.